Hey, what's up, guys? It's Rachel Castille. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about you are allowed to steward your own rebirth. This right here is so important that you prioritize the gift inside of you, the message that lives inside of you, and that you don't let any other agenda dictate your pace, the way you move in the world, your message, how often you show up, and what your time is given to because I was trained out of my purpose. I had moments where I got a lot of clarity in my childhood and I walked away from it, or I suppressed it and kept it to myself because of the opinions of my family. They didn't value what I was doing. I was bringing out health knowledge, showing them documentaries and trying to shift the food that we ate. And instead of continuing in my own mission, I brought my message to one audience that was not my market, to be honest. Just looking at marketing, we have to continue in our message until we find our audience, really until our audience finds us. So we are to be that message. And the journey I've been walking on is looking at how I have been living under condemnation, guilt, and shame related to the things that I identified myself by. That as God began to awaken my calling again and showing me the things that I'm called to build and steward, I struggled a lot on that journey because I still wasn't done with the ways I measured myself. I still was judging myself by the opinions of other people, the pace of other people. And more recently, I discovered in the last few months, as I've started to have a more like influx of people messaging me, that I realized my identity is so wrapped up in my response time with people, and how that I don't want people to be unhappy with me, or I can feel maybe if people want something from me, now I have to give that. And that I've started to struggle to hear the voice of God and the pace of the Spirit, and what was being uncovered in me that I've got to give birth to in my own journey, and that I was always feeling like this sense of guilt while doing the thing that I saw God telling me to do today. That it's like, oh, but you didn't do this, and you didn't do this, and what about this over here? If you don't do that, these people are going to think this about you, and you've got to go over and manage this. And it's this habit to go, I've got to clean up the room, I got to make sure everything is good, everybody's fine with me, then I can think about myself, then I can pour out what I'm called to do. And I was missing the power of my voice, the power of me giving in the way that Holy Spirit has instructed me to give myself, to pour out. That I've got to steward the birthing of certain things that need to come online again, that I am in my purpose, that I'm in my calling, and that I am attracting the people that need what I have. Because there's no getting a business off the ground if I am managing all the other things and saying, oh, the last 10% I can then put into my business. I can then show up. It's like I've sold off my voice. I have to appease to people. And this is the journey. Like, I'm going to be real. You have to go through this stuff to do your purpose. People may actually feel different about you when you believe in yourself, because they may have liked being able to leech off of you and just pull your attention any second of the day, because Rachel's identity is totally attached to whether or not she showed up for people when they wanted her there at that moment, where I'm willing to live disconnected from my own self, my own mandate, the voice of God in my life about how I'm to live. And I'm not stewarding my calling, but I'm making sure everybody feels loved by me, in this way that I gave all of me to everyone. And I started to get exhausted. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I've started to realize, like, I've come to the edge of the identity I've been living under, and I realized, like, this is not serving me anymore. Where does this come from? I cannot live this way. And in this journey of starting businesses and bringing back online a part of my heart that got crushed, got shut down, or suppressed and contained in a little private corner of my own interests, as God began to reveal another area that needs to come out, I create a business out of it, and then I struggled to market my business. People didn't know what I offered. I have a website, but I'm not really embodying the work. So people that are looking for what I'm doing, they don't really know that I'm actually open for business. Like that reality, there is a section of work called marketing that we have to do as business leaders where people notice in the marketplace, hey, this is the person trusted for this type of work. If you need that, go to her. That's what I want to build a reputation for. And over the last few years, as I got started on this YouTube journey, I have struggled to talk about everything that I care about or to take you guys on the journey of the things that I'm walking out because I was so wrapped up in what people thought in my life, people who truthfully who have left my life and are judging me on the sidelines. Um, I don't want to even project that. Maybe they're just watching, but whatever. It's just like being consumed with on a subconscious level of like, they thought this about this. They thought that I would never amount to anything in this area. They thought this was a waste of time. And you should be ashamed of yourself when you do these things. So it's like this cloud of shame actually dictating the work and the energy of the work, where I couldn't access the joy that was my own at one point, where I'm just carrying the doubt, the unbelief, the shame of other people, my family, and all kinds of stuff that I've lived under. And then that same idol in my heart then has me thinking about people and trying to be perfect in the content. And guess what's missing in it? Me. Me is missing in my conversations. Me is missing in my content. And I am seeing the responsibility of my life right now. It is to birth what I am, to get it out there, to walk that journey, to do what I got to do to get myself in the position where I am serving people from my heart. And whatever I find in my heart, whatever is in the way, I got to walk through those things. Maybe it's by talking about it with you guys here and just being real of the journey of where I'm starting from. I'm on a journey. I have a community called Firestarters, a health and wellness network marketing space of two companies. One's LiveGood, a supplement membership company, and then Enagic, a Kangen water, active hydrogen, alkaline water machine that you can have in your home, for your kitchen, for your bathroom, that gives you alkaline, electrolyzed, reduced water that is the most potent antioxidant on the planet, and helping people improve their daily routines by drinking better water, showering in cleaner water, getting the chlorine out and putting a filter on there that's going to remineralize your water, helping people start to get the supplements, the nutrients that they need in their body, to educate you guys on that and help you save money so that supplements is accessible and affordable for the masses through the LiveGood membership. So that is a community that, in becoming an affiliate as well and a distributor, through simply having the membership or simply buying one of the Enagic products, you can share the product, share the membership with other people, and make an online income and live the life that you want to live truly, and not be stuck somewhere that is unfulfilling. And those that resonate with helping people in their health and educating people and liberating people to live a healthy lifestyle, those are the people that I want to work with. If you are drawn to that, reach out to me. Go to my website, rachelcastille.com. Click on Learn About Firestarters. Message me on Facebook. I want to talk to the hungry. I want to talk to the people who truly want a change in their life, who resonate with this community. And this is my thing. It's about raising my standards, being about what I'm about, and helping those that are drawn to the work that I'm doing. And if you want coaching, if you want to learn about your personality type, objective personality, which is based on Myers-Briggs, if you're an introvert or an extrovert, what type of information you're most attuned to, sensory or intuition, how you make decisions, thinking or feeling, and then judging or perceiving, whether your judgment comes first or observation. And there's more to that. But yeah, if you want to understand the giftings, the wiring of your mind, reach out to me. Book a session for objective personality typing at typologycorner.com. You can find that as well at rachelcastille.com. All my links are there. If you want to know your heart patterns, the Enneagram, for you to see the emotional patterns that you've been in and what health looks like for you, and what coping strategies may actually have you out of alignment right now where you can get free. I'm even talking about that my own journey as an Enneagram type 2, of coming back into self-love instead of just like giving to get, really, being attached to what people think about me, and to come back to love myself, meet my own needs, and to pour out without having to prove my identity every single day. This journey of what liberation looks like for each one of us to come back in alignment and to give our gifts to the world. Reach out to me. I want to work with you. I want to help you break through in any way that you feel stuck. You can book coaching with me directly, one-on-one coaching on my website, as well, typologycorner.com, and we can work through whatever it is that has you stuck in life right now. And truly, there is a better life for you, and it doesn't have to be the way that it's been all this time. It's the second you bring it in the light and get the help that you need, is when things begin to shift. That was amazing, even for me. Like, that's been my journey, is like through relationships and getting things in the light. It has liberated me to recognize who I am, what I'm called to do, and what my next step is to walk in that. So, what God has been teaching me is stewarding what I'm called to do, looking at the area that needs to come out that I haven't exercised or stewarded. We have buckets that become the containers, the businesses, the things that we are, the message that we are in the world. It's important that we identify those things. We build the structures, that we set up a platform, a place for us to speak, to educate people, to serve the community, and that we are flowing and giving our heart new experiences, because the old experiences led to the coping strategies, and now we need new experiences, and we need a shifting of belief, and then we need to act on those beliefs through our own expression that liberates us, in the things that we're called to do. And also, in addition to that, an area I'm just like kind of putting these pieces out there as I like whet your palate for the things that God has put in me, and what being here at Rachel Castille channel community, what is it all about? Another aspect is I am called to Africa. I'm from Texas originally. I was born and raised in Southeast Texas, and I got married in April of 2022. Yeah, April 23rd of 22. And within around 4 months of getting married, I heard very clearly from God that I'm supposed to move to Africa. And it got clearer and clearer that it was supposed to be in Kenya. And then my husband heard it a few months later, and he heard 2026 is the year that we're to move. And we live here in Nairobi, Kenya. And it is my calling to help a lot of people move from the West and come back home to Africa, to build up Africa, to pave the way for people, that their transition is smooth. And I've started a company called gatewayafrica.org, and you can book consultations with me and coordination package, to book with trusted people, people that I love and know, and that do such amazing work, that offer Airbnbs, transportation, food services, all the things that one needs to visit the continent, to come over here and enjoy your time, get integrated in the society, and experience what the culture's like and be healed by it. Living in Nairobi has been so healing for me. It's been what I've needed. And every single day I get the opportunity to step into new areas. And at a foundation, it's been the relationships, it's been the people that have changed me. And just getting these new experiences to step out and to enjoy my life and to live and to just navigate the life that I've always meant to live, and how a lot of people living in America are under a lot of stress, a lot of racism, a lot of systematic oppression, so much that is just not being healed there that I really want to help people come over, show them what it's really like, to break down all the lies that has been spoken about Africa to the West as to why they don't even want to come, because we've just been told a bunch of lies. And I want to show what it's really like, that people will come back home and that they'll invest here and bring their gifts and build up Africa, and um and be healed by Africa, be blessed by the people here. Everybody I've met here has just absolutely changed my life, and I'm listening for this journey that I'm on, that God is healing more in me. And what does it look like to share that with you guys? There's so much that I see coming. Just to move around, explore, to go shopping, to show what it's like. And there's a lot that I'm stewarding that God has called me to do, and I'm navigating what that looks like day by day. I am actually about to head to India in a couple of days. I'm going to be in India for the rest of the month. I'll be back in Kenya around the first week of August. So I will be out there. A lot of what we're doing, we're going on like a spiritual retreat, vacation kind of trip that my husband's been planning for a while. So it might be just a lot of prayer and a lot of me being on camera in my hotel room, or I might get to move around. I don't really know quite yet how that's going to play out, but I will be sharing some content. I will definitely be talking. And my heart is to get in the city and show you guys all kinds of things. It's just like seeing the pace of the spirit of how things are going to go. But I'm just excited. Just getting to exercise my voice again, beginning to let my heart say things the way they come to me now, and to encourage you guys that there is a brighter future for you. And it starts with a new choice. If you want to step into something, go and learn, build yourself up, get the help that you need. If you want to learn more about your soul, book a session with me. If you want breakthrough, book a coaching session, and we will work through what's coming up and highlight what your next step is, and shift things, be healed from trauma. We don't have to live stuck anymore. And if you want to start a business, if you've been wanting to make extra income online, if you've wanted to speak and you know you have a message in you that's kind of dying in there because it's been suppressed by all the other things, the people pleasing, what are people going to think about me? If you want help to ignite your voice again, that's what Firestarters is all about. Go check out the Learn About Firestarters link. Also, stay tuned. I will be posting a reel. I'm doing a live masterclass this Thursday. There will be a registration link for you to join and be there live as I do a presentation on the community of Firestarters and the Live Good opportunity. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, if you want change, step into it. You've got to do something different. If you feel like you resonate here, come and connect with me. And I'm excited to help you grow, to help you step into your next season. And there's so much more possible when you step into being the voice that you're meant to be in the world. This is our obligation to community, is to take the things that we've been through, the things that we've learned, to release our voice. And the byproduct of that obedience, that flow, that giving yourself to God, you're giving yourself back to the alignment that you're supposed to be in. When you do that, God can bless you and bring people into your life that are in alignment, that will be blessed by your story, and they will begin to bless other people. And that's the effect of network marketing. As we move in compassion and we give what we have, we become a motivator and an influence for someone else to step into their change as well. So if you've resonated with health in any way of helping people just thrive, at the core is like for people to live a good life. For, like a lot of us don't notice our body until we're sick, until we're dealing with something. Now we have pain. Now we're aware of, hey, I could have been stewarding this part of my life. So the core of health is, if you care for people, if you want people to live a good life, health is an alignment for you. You can help other people live well. And never look down on your small beginnings. Don't think, oh, well, the last 10 years, I haven't done anything with this. So who am I to speak on it? Be honest about your starting point. I just did a live. You can go check that out. A live stream on starting from where you are. It is so, so important. I am learning that I don't disrespect my yes to God today because I say, oh, I should have surrendered 10 years ago. I should have surrendered a year ago. No, if you surrendering today, give yourself to that. Tell the honest truth of that. Don't be ashamed of yourself. Shame is not your portion. Condemnation is not your portion. And this is this thing of giving yourself the permission for the time that you need for you to set aside other things. And if people don't have grace for you to birth your own path, then maybe they're not your people. This is what we got to come to. If people don't have grace for you to do what you got to do to birth who you are, maybe they don't want you to be great. Maybe they want you to always be confused, always be doubting yourself, out of alignment, because it can make them feel better about not being in alignment. The more in alignment you get, the more you call other people up to that there is more in them. They have greater purpose than what they're walking in right now. I'm telling you, we got to raise the standard for ourselves. It's not, oh, here's all these expectations on you and life is so heavy and business is so hard. No, raise the expectation on yourself to say yes to God and to do the thing that God is telling you to do, because you have grace for that. When your mind is screaming of like, all these other demands are on me, it's probably not even God. That's not the things that God is telling you to do. God is not condemning you by all the things that you identified yourself by. God is saying, trade in the old identity and let's just do what I have for you today. I am your daily bread. All you need to do is walk in the path of the Spirit. I'm going to show you what you really carry. And as you give that, you're going to have true joy, true fulfillment, because you are loving yourself. You are honoring your purpose. You are believing in your value, that you are making yourself available to others in the avenue that is actually life-giving to you. Not, oh, this person thinks this of you, and if you don't jump and do that and meet them in that way, they're gonna think this, and you've got to manage that. And now when you get more people in your life, now it's just more of that. It's like, no, 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 no. Stop all of that. What did God tell you to do today? What was the priority? Do that thing. If you can't hear God, slow down and just tell everything no. Because your yes to God is also a no to other things. You have to accept that. You have to be okay with that. Your yes to God will be a no to what was familiar, to what lifestyle you were used to, the relationship dynamics you were used to with people. And if people believe something about you that makes them want to leave your life forever because you were answering your calling, bless them, forgive them, release them, because you cannot grow in the voice of God if you can't obey what God is saying and you say, God, I will do that, but I got to go over here and manage all these things. It's like the rich young ruler. He went away sorrowful because he had great possessions. We've got to discern. Sometimes we think it's a noble thing that we're doing, but really it's no, I have great possessions. I have to make sure that these people are good with me, and I can't be the voice that you called me to be. And when you've been under a mound of all of this other stuff, it takes a while for you to obey, to find your footing, to learn how to use your legs, to learn how to use your voice, to learn how to flow with Holy Spirit, and to give voice to your soul again. That season of getting things off the ground, things are going to look a little bit different. So just trust God that things will come in balance. Things will move as it should, but you've got to step into the now assignment before you try to create perfect balance. That right there, you got to just give it to God and trust God to bring all things into order, and that you cannot judge yourself by all the things that you used to, because you're going to drive yourself insane. You're going to be just living under condemnation, guilt, and all of this stuff that's not the voice of God. It is your responsibility to believe God enough to birth who you are into the world, that the people who need your voice, need your products and services, that they find you. You have to be consistent enough that you are in the marketplace in the area where your market lives. You have to be faithful for the algorithm to put you in flow with those people. You need to be faithful to take the opportunities when you're offered to be on a podcast or something like that to put you in front of your audience. There are things coming your way that requires you to be available for new things and unavailable for the things that you absolutely defined yourself by. Be okay with the change. Take the time to steward what God has put in you. And I tell you, the things that you thought mattered today don't matter today. That is the thing I've lived under. The things that matter today is what God wants me to do in the flow of the Spirit versus my to-do list and all the things I said I needed to accomplish to prove to myself that I am on task and that I'm managing life well and that people are happy with me and that all of these other things. It's like, no. Mm-mm. I trust God's ability to tell me what matters today and where my time needs to go, and that I'm on point with those things. Let's put our faith in our ability to hear God. God can speak to me. I tell everything no, I'm going to be still and you're going to show me what to do. And I'm going to step through that door. It might be I need to talk to a certain person and my breakthrough and all this stuff is going to be illuminated and shown in that place and broken off of me. And then I'll move into the next thing. Whatever you got to do, take those steps. Take responsibility for your own change, for your own life. It's not being self-reliant, but take the actions that God told you to take. Get in the places you need to be. Say the things you need to say for your rebirth. If you want to get off of you all the opinions of somebody else, maybe you need to tell your story about how you gave your birthright away for a bowl of beans. Tell the truth. Do whatever you got to do to birth you. So that is it, guys. Thanks for listening. I pray that this spoke to you, gave you encouragement, and enabled you to take that next step. That's what it's all about, just taking that next step. And if you need help finding what your next step is and you want to book coaching with me, go to my website, rachelcastille.com, and click on Typology Corner and book a coaching with Rachel session. I'd love to speak with you. If you want to get started in business and activate your voice and share health and wellness products with me, our team is incredible. A lot of amazing people on this same journey, and you get to grow with other people and not have to do that alone. Click on the Learn About Firestarters. And also I'll be posting a short soon, later today, on the upcoming masterclass this Thursday. You don't want to miss it. If you want to watch a pre-recorded masterclass, go to the Learn About Firestarters link on my website, rachelcastille.com. And yeah, guys, if you are wanting to come to Kenya, go to gatewayafrica.com and book a consultation with me, and I will help you get started on that path. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next video.